What's up everybody, Benji Bruce here, and in this video I just want to show you how to script your YouTube videos. So you know that you're going to create more videos, more video content in general, but you're kind of wondering like, how should I script it? Is there a right way, a wrong way? What's the outline of it, or blah blah blah, whatever's going on in your head, right? So how exactly do you script the YouTube video? So I'm going to show you like how I do it. It's not that complicated. I don't know why people make this more complicated than what it actually is. It's really simple. So you start with the introduction. It's just a matter of, well, introduction, more of you start with what the video is about. So you start with the headline of the video. So it's kind of like this headline is how to script your YouTube videos. So it's like you start with the headline. What exactly is the video going to be about? Because if you don't know what the video is going to be about, how are you going to make the video? So you start with the video, what it's going to be about. After you have that, now what you're going to do is you start with the problem. So it's a matter of you introduce the problem really briefly. And the problem is usually a combination of the title of your video with whatever the video is actually about. But you start with the problem. So it's like with how to script a YouTube video. I start out, there's a title, how to script the YouTube video. Then I start with the problem. Hey everybody, we're gonna talk about this, blah, blah, blah. If you're having problems with this, blah, 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 I'm gonna show you how to do this. So you start with the problem. That's kind of how you start. After you have that, you start with the problem. It can be one sentence, two sentences. You can go on for 20 minutes if you want. I don't recommend that, but you start with the problem. Then you have the bullet points. And so the bullet points are basically the solution. Now this is basic like copywriting principle, problem, solution. So it's basically that, or problem, agitate, solution. So it's a basic copywriting type of principle. So it's like in the beginning, you start with the problem. Like, hey man, you got a problem? I understand you were dropping on your head as a baby. I understand, that's cool, man. So you start with the problem. The problem, what it does is it gets people to pay attention. So that's why you're gonna start with the problem. You start with the problem because people say like when they see it, they're like, oh, wow, he has the same problem as me. Oh my goodness, me too. Oh my goodness. And so like you start with the problem because it gets people to pay attention. Now your bullet points, so you have the introduction, you start with the problem. Now you go into the bullet points. The bullet points is where you have the solution to whatever it is you're gonna talk about. So this is where you just create bullet points. And so in the bullet points, I don't recommend you have like a full sentence or two sentences, or you're scripting it word for word and all that stuff. Because when you're recording, you're not reading anything. Well, unless you have a teleprompter, if you're not that good on camera, you need a teleprompter. But here's the thing. So like, I don't recommend you write it all out, even if you do want to use a teleprompter, because it takes a lot longer. So while you're sitting there taking all this time to script your wording, I've already created 20 videos. Like you scripted your wording on all these videos. I've already created 20 videos. And on top of that, it's not the words that matter the most in a video. It's how you tell the story. It's how you say what you say. So that's why you don't really want to spend all the time just scripting word for word with your videos. So in the beginning, remember, you got the introduction, you state the problem. Now you're getting to the bullet points. You type out the bullet points, just a couple sentences. And so you do that. That way you kind of know where it is you're going. After you have the bullet points of what the solution is to the video, now you're going to come to the very end of the video where you're talking about the call to action. So this is the call to action where it's like, subscribe to my stuff, buy my stuff. Hey everybody, thank you for showing up. It's like whatever it is you want to do at the end, but the ending is basically your call to action. This really depends. If you have something to sell, sell it. If you want people to subscribe, subscribe. If you just want to be like, hey, thank you guys for watching my video, thank everybody for watching your video. It really depends on what it is you want to do at the end. It really depends on your goals in general, but that's kind of what you're doing at the end. But I can't stress this enough. In terms of scripting your YouTube videos, it has almost nothing to do with what it is you say in the video. People will forget what you say and they will always remember how you made them feel. So what you have to do in your YouTube videos is you focus more on how you tell the story, how you say what you say. You can do it like this. This is the hardest way to actually capture and keep people's attention, where it's just the camera right there, a beautiful face, and that's it. And so that's the hardest way. If you are doing things like you have B-roll footage and you have maybe a friend and they're in, you're having a conversation, all sorts of stuff, there are different ways that you can tell this story. Like there are different ways I could have shot this video. I could have had B-roll footage. I could have had a friend in here. I could have interviewed somebody like, hey man, so how do you script your YouTube videos? What are you doing? Okay, nobody cares. And how do you use, nobody gives a damn. Okay, yeah, you're cool, you're cool. So I could have done it like a million different ways in terms of this video, but I wanted to do it like this. I wanted to show the beautifulness of me. So there are tons of ways that you can do it, but in terms of scripting your YouTube video, all you're doing is literally copywriting. It's basically problem, solution, call to action. That's basically what it is you're doing in terms of scripting your YouTube videos. And after you have all that, now it's just a matter of how do you tell the story? How do you want to tell the story? So that is really how you're going to script your YouTube videos. I don't have a call to action. Yep. Subscribe.